bitch, I'm outside of some movie. Blue cheese, I swear I'm addicted to blue cheese. I gotta stick to this paper like blue sleep. Bitch, I'm by my chicken like it's
Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to NikkiReactsTV. It's your girl Nikki, and welcome back to another reaction video. So it's been a minute since I did a good old reaction video, and you know what, considering all the shit that's been going down in the sector lately, it warrants me to come out here and give y'all my points, my opinions, and my perspective in this good old sector. All right, so before we get started, I just want to first say excuse my voice if it's a little scratchy. I am recovering from laryngitis. And second of all, shout out to y'all. Like, shout out to the subscribers. I haven't been out here in 3 months, and I haven't really been checking my Instagram DMs, but there are so many messages. And I know I say that in every video, but there really, really, truly is. And I can't respond to everyone, but I am hearting your messages, and I am reading them, and I am receiving them, of people just saying that they miss me, they want my reactions, to please come back to the sector. And don't get it twisted, I never left the sector, but y'all know I'm in school, and I have a lot going on, and I can officially say that I am pretty much done with my second master's degree program. Plus, my son, who was supposed to graduate early, he had a little setback, but he will be officially graduating in the next 2 weeks. And then I have the grandbaby, and then there's just a lot going on, you know, in my family. So, you know, me, I prioritize, and of course, family comes over, sitting down and try to dedicate time to making a YouTube video. But I do respect you guys for hanging in there, and I respect you for always checking in on me. That shows loyalty, and I'm really grateful and thankful for that. So thank y'all. But anyways, let's get into these reactions, because that's what y'all here for. And first of all, I want to start off this reaction by talking about the panel that Shamar did. I know I'm a little late to the party, but nonetheless, I wanted to give my reaction on that. And I want to say shout out to him. Shout out to Shamar for facilitating that panel very well. It was a great concept. It was a great idea. He executed it greatly. He allowed people to come up there and air out their grievances. He muted people and dropped people accordingly, so that everybody can be heard. He allowed people to take a look into the sector and to see what it's all about, and to see how we got to where we are today. So shout out to him for that. He was very respectful. He was very unbiased, in my opinion, and he did his thing. All right. And that was my first time going to his channel and checking his channel out. And I will now be a subscriber, because I think he's very funny. I think he's interesting, and I think he has a lot to bring to his channel. So the discussion was, you know, how we started in the sector, where we came from, whose sector is this, and how did we get to where we are today. So initially, it's no secret, everyone knows that this sector started out as the Latrice Allen sector. That's the common denominator. That is what we all have in common. We all have our reactions and opinions and stories to tell about Latrice, based off of her own commentary from YouTube and from Facebook, right? So this sector initially started with 2 or 3 reactors that were doing commentary on Latrice Allen. I believe it was a lady, I can't remember her name. She was kind of weird and off a little bit, and she would come out here with these weird reactions, and she never really took off and went anywhere. And then there was another guy that would just like repost her videos, so he was getting a little bit of traction, but then it kind of dwindled down. And then it was someone else, can't remember the name, but then Roz stepped into the chat, and her channel took off, and it blew off, like many others that preceded her, me included. So she would do these reactions on Trees. A lot of people would go to her channel after watching Latrice's videos, because we would look forward to her opinion and her reaction, because a lot of things that she was saying is what a lot of us were thinking. And I remember Shamar saying that on his panel as well. That's how he became connected with Roz as well. And she did not come out here initially dogging her children. That is not how it went down. A lot of you who were there from day one, like myself, because I'm very valid to speak on this, because my viewers were really viewing back then when I was out here consistently talking about this subject matter. That's not how it went down, and y'all know that's not how it went down. Okay? She talked about the parenting of the child or the children. She talked about Latrice's actions and how that was a reflection of her children's actions. Okay, let's be honest. That is how it went down. I know a lot of y'all was fans out back then. I know she had a lot of supporters. But let's be honest and let's be real with yourselves. That is how it went down. Now, I don't have a dog in this fight. All right, so I can keep it real and I can keep it honest. That's how I've always been when I came out here, at least to my knowledge. But that's how it went down, okay? Now, things went left between Treese and Roz because Treese doxed Roz, okay? She gave out her address, she gave out her full name, and she started to mock the death of her son. And that's when things became really, really personal between these two. Treese just really could not handle the constructive criticism. She couldn't handle people coming out having an opinion of the videos that she herself put out on the World Wide Web to people to form their own opinions. She couldn't handle that. So she was so disgruntled that she went and she found out who she was and she doxed her. And that's where we pretty much are today. So it's really personal between these two women. So if anyone's coming out saying that, oh, you came out initially talking about the kids, no, the fuck, that is not how it happened. And y'all know that is not how it happened. Now, who did come out here and talk about the children was Rita, and she did it on Roz's platform. She told the whole sector that LA's children, that they were fondling each other and that they were performing sexual relations on each other. In addition, she also told the whole sector that LA was responsible for SAing her son, per her son. Okay, so she's the one that spilled all of this tea on LA's children, to which we did find out later that it wasn't actual SA, that it was sodomization, which I don't think that makes it any better, but it was some type of form of punishment for him being a part of the LGBTQ plus community. So all of this disgusting, explicit information was brought to the sector by Rita. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. Matter of fact, it is a Fendi fact. Go back and do your research. And everybody knows that that is a fact. All of this disgusting talk about the children was started from Rita. Now, I don't have a bone in this fight. I could really care less. But if you want my opinion from someone who has been here from day one, that is exactly how it went down. So again, shout out to Shamar for facilitating a great live. It was a great concept. Again, the content that I did not know that I needed from this sector. Very highly entertaining. I'm not going to entertain the ignorant shit that was up there on the panel and all the bullshit. I mean, it's irrelevant, but I just wanted to come and state the facts to my knowledge of what happened and how we got to where we are in this sector. Now let's move right along to Fee. So Fee Real Reaction, shout out to her. She did an awesome live the other day, child. That live was definitely the content that I like. I am all for health and wellness. And that content was everything. It was definitely a breath of fresh air in the sector. So shout out to her. If you haven't seen it, go to her channel, give it a big thumbs up, and leave a comment, all right? So she wanted to bring awareness not only to her channel, but to kidney disease, something that she is suffering from. And I thought that was very honest and brave of her to do that, to tell her story and to be transparent. So she brought on another YouTube content creator from another sector to help her with this movement, and which I thought was a great concept to do. However, I don't feel that the sentiment was the same. I think some of the questions that were being asked were irrelevant to the topic. Some questions were a little bit shady, and some things just did not have to happen on that live when we're talking about something positive and bringing awareness. Now, what Shauna did was classless and tasteless. She's suffering from kidney disease as well, but instead of coming up there contributing in a positive way to the chat, you want to come and open up old wounds and talk about old irrelevant shit. Like, who gives a fuck? It doesn't even matter anymore at this point. People have moved on. So I don't understand why she came up on that live, and as a co-host to my panel, you could have facilitated that and help and assist and garner that into a more positive direction instead of adding fuel to the fire. Now, playing Sharita's voice on the panel when Fee clearly didn't even want her in the chat, that was another jam. All of that is just shady. None of that needed to happen on that live. Like, that was not the live for that content. Saying that, well, you know, we have to talk about these things. We want to talk about other things because people are going to get bored with you talking about dialysis and kidney disease. I mean, not verbatim, she didn't say it that way, but that's pretty much what she said. And I thought that was very insensitive to say, because if you wanted to talk about other things, then have a live for those other things. But that was clearly not the live for that. And when Fee was up there talking about, you know, health and wellness, her views were viewing. People were really interested and people wanted to know more. So I think her whole live, we should have stuck with that narrative and just save the drama for another day. But overall, Feet, that was an amazing live. You did your thing. Kudos to you. And let's see more of that content, because I believe that's what people want to hear from you. All right. So moving right along. So let's talk about this co-host, because that is a big topic over here. This person that is from another sector, and people feel that she's just here for clout. She's here to up her numbers and her subscriptions, and that she really doesn't care about what the fuck people got going on in this sector. It's about networking. She's here to shake the table. She don't give a fuck what Rita's telling her. She don't give a fuck what's going on with Fee or Sweet Tea's husband. She's here to shake the table, do her thing, get her name out there, and then carry on back to her little sector. In my opinion, I think that is the goal at the end of the day, is to network. And it is to build your platform and to build your subscription and to build your followers. That's what it's about at the end of the day. It's all about revenue. The people over here have an issue with is that she's listening to a lot of things that Sharita is telling her, and a lot of people feel that Sharita is the culprit of a lot of the issues over here in this sector, and that she's not credible enough to listen to, being that she has a rap sheet of her own shit going on. I really feel that she left a bad taste in everyone's mouth when she was on that panel with Nana, okay? And it doesn't help that she has someone in her ear feeding her misinformation, because I see now she's into it with Sweet Tea, you know, the whole your husband's a prostitute thing. And like Sweet Tea said, present the appropriate documentation to show that. Take it with a grain of salt. You know, we've all have done and said some things to shake the table in this sector. It's not really a big deal at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's only a big deal when you feed into it and you make it a big deal. Look, at the end of the day, we are all grown women. Let's not take this too serious. I mean, and I understand it's a source of income for some people. Some people don't take this shit seriously. But for those who are going super hard to gain views and numbers for a paycheck, have a little bit of class and integrity. We are all women. We are mothers. We are grandmothers. We have adult children of our own. Like, sometimes it's a little bit sad and pathetic to watch. Because at the end of the day gonna end, and none of this shit will matter when you hang that phone up. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this content. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want me to react to next as well. Give this video a big thumbs up. And as always, if you are not a part of the Nikki gang, bang on that subscribe and become a part of the fam. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.
Said you got a boyfriend. Fuck that gotta do with me. I know you wanna come slide through. We finna fucking and smoke on these trees. When he not there, baby, I'm the one that's keeping you calm.